If you are looking to build your strength and to improve your balance and to really feel confident in your movement, then you're in for a treat because today I have with me Christina Morel. And Christina is a Pilates instructor, amongst many other things. And she's going to talk to you about the habits you need to kind of balance your life. Is that right, Christina?
Yes, I'd say so. Balancing your life through balancing your body.
Perfect. I can't wait to hear.
So basically, Pilates is a discipline. It's not like a show up and you're just done. So Pilates means practice, practice, practice. So what we do is we identify old movement habits that don't serve you anymore, and we replace them with new ones. And we also reinforce the ones that are good that are already existing. It's because we want to build the body uniformly. And as we all know, habits form over time. So you have to practice again until it almost becomes unconscious. So it took you a lifetime to develop the habit patterns that we do now, such as this neck, or like when we hunch over or sinking into our joints, because just gravity is always hitting us all the time. So we have to learn how to lift out into gravity, but make that be an unconscious. So we don't always have to think about it when we're walking around. So, um, I wrote myself some notes what I wanted to share today. And so some of the habits that I would say or behaviors or tendencies that I'd love for all of us to build to have a really successful Pilates practice, I would call it, is to pick an instructor you like. First of all, that's not a habit, but that's just get in the habit of doing research and finding the instructor that you get along with, because you're going to spend a lot of time with them. And you also need to trust them because they're going to bring you into areas that are uncomfortable. So finding people that you really trust and relate to is very important. It also builds community, which we all need support now and then. And then be comfortable with imperfection. This is a big one. So learning to be comfortable with imperfection and learning to be comfortable with discomfort. So for me, I'm a perfectionist. And Julia, I know you were an actress too. You are an actress too. And so we have to work our butts off. We want to be the best that we can possibly be. But with Pilates, it's about the journey. The journey itself is the goal. So for someone like me, I have to continually remind myself, and I've actually developed a new way of thinking where I'm like, this is great. It's challenging. I didn't hit my goal necessarily, but I did the best that I could do today. And then that is actually my goal. And also, gosh, Pilates is like those Russian stacking dolls. There's always more. So as soon as you're like, I got it, then an instructor is going to be like, that's awesome. Now, so to learn to take on that challenge is, I'd say, very helpful. And that's a habit that I think works in life for anything that you're going after, as well as Pilates. Secondly, really just show up. So put it on the calendar, show up, get your body to the studio or get your body on the mat. And no matter what you're telling yourself in your mind, just get your body to the spot where the exercise happens. Because I am the laziest person on this planet, and I have to talk myself into working out every single time. But I do it because I know how great I feel afterwards. So that was a real habit changer for me because I used to go with my talking myself out of it. And this brings me to my next thing, learn your why. And this can be like anywhere, but especially with working out, your why is so important because it's what's going to get you through that, like, I don't want to, I feel really tired. And for me, it's I want to be pain free. I feel amazing when I'm done. I want to still be able to tie my shoes when I'm 80 years old and not grunting like crazy, or I want to be able to get up off the toilet. I mean, any of these things are really important. And also confidence. I want to be confident in my body. So I show up, I come to the mat, I come to the equipment, and I do the work. The Yes, and then oh, do Pilates not because you hate your body, but because you love your body. And I would say this with any kind of exercise. Exercise is an investment in your future self. And when you put yourself through stress in exercise, it's a safe stress, and that allows you to tolerate all other kinds of stress more. So when you go to exercise, it should feel uncomfortable, not painful, only pain in like the good way, like the burny muscle pain, but it should challenge you so that that's the hardest thing that you do in a day. And then the rest of the day, whether it's work stress, whether it's family stress, whatever, your body's chemically can actually handle it much better. And so through all of that, it becomes this discipline of showing up for yourself, trusting yourself, knowing that if you commit to something, you're going to show up and do it. And also, if you really stick with it, you get the amazing benefit of feeling confident in your body, of knowing that if you set out, oh, I'm going to go pick up that box, or I'm going to bring my bag and put it overhead in the airport, in your airplane, that you have nothing to worry about. So I would say those things are very important to generate a good Pilates practice. And also through the balancing of the body. So, Pilates, what it does is, as I said, it strengthens the body uniformly. So, if there's an area that's tight, or if we're used to a certain posture and we're bringing ourselves back into this, that balance gives you that confidence as well, because it will not it's like a car where you don't get the wheel aligned. So when you're driving along, if one wheel is off, your whole car is affected. But when you bring yourself back in, or if you get that wheel aligned, suddenly the car drives really smoothly. You're not going to lose a tire, and you know you're going to get to your destination. And I'd say through the practice of Pilates, we achieve the same goal.
Oh my goodness, Christine, there was so much in that. As soon as you talked about posture, I'm like sitting up properly. And because I'm tempted to stick my neck forward. I've been doing that for a long time. So it is about correcting that and having that reminder. But there was so much in that. I love that you talked about do it because you love your body.
Mm.
Because so often it's in order to fix something that we don't like. But actually, when you do it because you really value your body, and let's face it, if your body doesn't work properly and it hurts and actually, it's unhealthy, we are going to find that life is very challenging in so many areas. Also, showing up. I mean, that is essential if we want change. And, change obviously can be challenging, but just showing up is the first step. And that's so, so important. And practice, life is a practice. I love what you said about it's a bit different if you go on stage. You need to have practiced and you delivering a thing and you need to actually give the result that people are expecting. But actually, when it comes to life and exercise and so many other things, it really is about that continual practice and seeing life as this fantastic journey. And I know we hear that word so, so often, don't we? Journey. It's all about the journey. And sometimes there
Yeah.
can be a little sigh, but actually, it really is. It really is about learning and growing. And who doesn't want to be able to tie their shoelaces at 80? Forget buying slip-ons, be able to tie your shoelaces. So thank you so, so much, Christine. That was great. And obviously, you are sitting in front of all your Pilates equipment. And I did Pilates today, and that was on the floor with a
Great.
simple mat, but there are many ways of doing it, aren't there? And having an instructor to guide you through and see your blind spots and see when you're sticking your, neck forward is really, really good. So, like Christina says, go and find yourself someone that you can align with and you really feel connected to that's going to help you and that you can trust. So thank you so much, Christina. I'm going to put all your links below this video. So what can I say, everyone? If you've enjoyed what Christina's had to say, then check out her links and do get in touch. Mine will be there as well. And thank you so, so much for watching.
Thank you.